Hello everyone and welcome to the first episode of Let's Play Diablo 2. I am here with my friend Dalton. As I promised, I would be playing through this game co-op with a friend. So let's get started, shall we? You're going to be playing as a necromancer, correct?
Hell yeah.
Very much a black metal class, befitting of you and me, I think.
Fuck yeah, that's awesome.
Necromancers focus very much on raising people from the dead and cursing enemies.
Oh hell yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Oh, what does ladder character mean, by the way?
Essentially, ladder characters are online leaderboards.
So it's like checkmarked right now because I'm making a new character for online.
Checkmark ladder, don't checkmark hardcore.
Oh, okay.
In the original Diablo 2, you had 5 character classes. The first one here is the Barbarian. Barbarian specializes in hand-to-hand combat, but he can also have a few throwing skills, so you can make a Barbarian that's based around throwing your weapon at the enemy.
What's a paladin?
Yes, first off, let's quote Spoony. What's a paladin? Well, in this game, a paladin is a holy warrior. He uses auras to buff your team, and he has very strong physical attack. The Sorceress is like the Sorcerer in Diablo 1. It's your spellcaster class. Only unlike Diablo 1, this one's hot. She has 3 skill sets: fire, ice, and lightning, and it's best to pick one and kind of stick with it. That way you get the most powerful skills toward the end and get them very, very powerful. There are advantages to all 3. The Amazon is your archer. She uses bows or throwing spears, your choice, to dispatch her enemies. The Necromancer summons the dead to do his bidding for him and curses enemies. The expansion pack introduced 2 new characters to play as. The Druid is the first one, and he can shapeshift into a werewolf who is faster, or a werebear who is slower but more powerful. He can also summon creatures to fight by his side. The last is the Assassin, who uses traps to kill enemies as well as martial arts, and she used wrist blades before Assassin's Creed.
Before it was cool.
Yes, she used the wrist blade before it was cool.
He's a hipster. Just need some hipster glasses and you're all set. And some Starbucks.
Yes, she goes to Starbucks and writes long diatribes about music nobody's ever heard of and how listening to it makes her better than everyone else.
Yeah, and then she talks about how her favorite band, some band you never heard of, and how they only released their albums on wire recordings and reel-to-reel tapes and stuff like that.
Wax cylinder.
Like, the only true way to listen to music is on a phonograph. And wax cylinder. Wax cylinder, Master Race. It's like, if you listen to cassettes, you're a fucking mainstream wannabe.
For this round, I'm going to play as a paladin. I'm surprised it skipped the opening cutscene. I'll have to go back and record that later. Anyway, Act 1 of this begins in the Rogue encampment, the Sisterhood of the Sightless Ice. You may remember the Rogue is one of the 3 classes from the very first game. Well, this is their home base.
I gotta change the video settings real quick. Resolution's too low, actually. That's a really weird thing to say about my computer, but the settings are too low. Yeah, my computer sucks, by the way, for people wondering.
You could upgrade the processor and memory for fairly cheap.
Oh yeah, like, yeah, I do have a lot of money now, I guess I can spend on something like that. After
You see, shortly after the Wanderer went through, the monastery's gates to the pass were closed.
Yeah.
And strange creatures began ravaging the countryside.
That wouldn't be too bad.
Until it's safer outside the camp and the gates are reopened, I'll remain here with my caravan.
I don't want to get anything too crazy, you know, but there's something that will play at least half of my games, you know.
Well, we were looking for a better processor and more memory. Both of those would help.
There's a lot of games that I can kind of play, but not really. Like, it's just like really laggy, you know, but like... I'm trying to find you.
Hit tab to bring up your auto map.
Oh, okay, so... Alright.
Let's talk to Charcy the blacksmith.
All
She
right.
will sell us weapons, and she has a very sexy voice.
The blacksmith here in camp. It's good to see some strong adventurers around here. Many of our sisters fought bravely against Diablo when he first attacked the town of Tristram. They came back to us true veterans, bearing some really powerful items. Seems like their victory was short-lived, though. Most of them are now corrupted by Ondario.
Your private stash.
Your private stash is used for storing items for use later as well as gold.
Oh, okay. Oh god. I got Chaucy, huh? No, you're not lying. She has
Good day to you,
that
partner.
ass. Oh god.
Indeed.
That ass
And
game is
I can
strong.
already tell that I'll be your best friend in this forsaken camp. A spare weapons,
That
some
old
gold,
RPG
a
ass.
small gem is all I want in exchange for the equipment you'll need on whatever quest you might undertake. No, don't be shy.
Whoever drew
All
these
of my
sprites
items are guaranteed for life
is
and
awesome.
come with a 2-day warranty.
Yes, I love the look of this game, and yes,
Yeah.
Chaucy is in fact hot with a sexy voice.
What you need?
Visit Geet if you want to gamble for items.
Okay.
Kasha leads the rogues in battle.
Welcome, Outlander, to our glorious hovel. I know you're here to challenge the evil that's driven us from our ancestral home. But know this. Akara may be our spiritual leader, but I command the rogues in battle. It will take more than just killing a few beasts in the wilderness to earn my trust.
Yeah, I think so.
Kara is the leader of the encampment,
Oh, okay.
and she will give us our first quest.
I am Akara, High Priestess of the Sisterhood of the Sightless Eye. I welcome you, traveler, to our camp, but I'm afraid I can offer you but poor shelter within these rickety walls. You see, our ancient sisterhood has fallen under a strange curse. The mighty citadel, from which we have guarded the gates to the east for generations, has been corrupted by the evil demoness Andariel. I still can't believe it. But she turned many of our sister rogues against us and drove us from our ancestral home. Now the last defenders of the sisterhood are either dead or scattered throughout the wilderness. I implore you, stranger, please help us. Find a way to lift this terrible curse, and we will pledge our loyalty to you for all time. There is a place of great evil in the wilderness. Kasha's rogue scouts have informed me that a cave nearby is filled with shadowy creatures and horrors from beyond the grave. I fear that these creatures are massing for an attack against our encampment. If you are sincere about helping us, find the dark labyrinth and destroy the foul beasts. May the Great Eye watch over you.
Alright, let's go cleanse the Den of Evil.
Sounds simple.
First quests always are. The red box on the left is attack. That is left click. The red box on the right is spell. That is right click.
And in this case, it says reanimate skeletal warrior from target corpse, which I did before once, I think.
If you click on the spell box, it will bring up a list of spells that
Yeah.
you currently have. The only one you'll have is Raise Skeleton.
Yeah, pretty simple enough.
Hit Q to bring up your quest log.
Yeah.
Let's kill things.
Sounds good to me. I will. Oh.
This wilderness.
Yep. Oh, look.
That is an experience shrine. It increases the rate at which you gain experience.
Oh, okay, that's cool. That's always good in RPGs.
No doubt, man. Grind faster. Oh, a stamina shrine. That lets you run without running out of stamina.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, beat them.
As a necromancer, you are going to want to let your summons do most of the fighting for you because you are physically weak.
Jesus Christ, he runs really fast. Jesus Christ. Fucking A.
Yeah, the movement speed can be fairly quick in this game. Alright, an experience shrine for me and our first gem of the game.
That one fucking enemy is like running away like, what the fuck, I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Yeah, these guys do run from you and it can be kind of annoying.
Yeah.
You should try to keep your skeletons summoned if you can. Alright, my paladin gained his first level.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, that's cool.
By this point, you should have gained a level as well.
Yeah. I see the leveling up system. It's like...
For your first skill, I would recommend getting the Amplify Damage Curse. As for me, let's see here. I think I'm going to go with offensive auras. I think I'm going to go with might. Let's go ahead and equip that aura.
Yeah, like...
And there we have it. It makes your skeleton, me, and you all more powerful. Since you have two separate skills now, click on the skill button on your status bar and roll your mouse over one skill, hit F1, and the other skill, hit F2. It will hotkey them, and you will be able to hit F1 or F2 to quickly switch between the two of them.
Yeah. So I just like... So like, you like hold the... But like the skill you want to hotkey down with the mouse, or...
Just hold the cursor over the skill icon and hit the function key you want to apply to it.
Oh. Yeah, there we go.
Now let's get back to killing things. Go ahead and summon a skeleton, man.
Alright, kill this guy first. Oh wait, that's the wrong one. Hold on.
Yeah, that would be your Amplify Damage Curse.
Yeah. There we go.
You will get the hang of it, and then it will become second nature.
Yeah. Yeah, I know, right? Cause I'm used to fucking using Wasad to move, you know. So I fucking press W to move it. I have a habit I have a habit of doing that.
In this game, the mouse controls all of your movement. The W key will switch between your main weapon and your secondary weapon. Right now, you are using your fist specifically because you hit the W button and changed weapons to a weapon that you don't have equipped. Try using your curse more. What it does is you cast it on enemies, and that enemy takes twice as much damage as they normally would from our sword swings and your skeleton's attacks as well.
put those emeralds at, by the way? I forgot. Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
Alright, my paladin has reached level 3.
Oh, whoops.
I think I'm going to put a level into prayer here.
Large charm.
Charms are items that sit in your inventory and give you things like stat boosts or other bonuses, such as more gold from monsters.
Oh, okay.
For your second point, I would recommend putting it into raise skeleton, which will allow you to raise 2 at a time. The max you can raise is 3, so there's no need to level it beyond that.
I am overburdened.
That means you have reached the maximum amount of items that you can carry at any given time, and you either need to drop some items or return to town.
Yeah, it's got a bunch of fucking potions. Impossible. Just healing potions and mana potions. Oh, light potions.
The white potion is a stamina potion. It recharges your stamina, which recharges fairly quickly on its own. It's basically worthless. If you run out of stamina, just hit R and let it recharge for a while.
A bunch of arrows. I don't even have a bow and arrow yet, so...
Just toss those. You don't need a bow and arrow anyway as a
like
necromancer.
a couple quills. Well, also, I got bolts and arrows. Like, I guess bolts are for crossbows or something.
Yes, bolts are for crossbows.
Yeah, I'm wearing a cracked quilted armor right now.
Exchange it for the leather armor. That will be better.
They also got a lot of space now.
Do you see the cave that we need to go to on the mini-map?
Yeah, is it the thing that says, like, Flavy or something?
No, she's a rogue NCP that warned us not to go deeper into the woods until we have finished the Den of Evil.
Oh, okay. Strangling. Oh, that looks cool.
Strangling potion. You throw them at enemies and they explode in a cloud of toxic gas, damaging said enemies.
That's brutal.
Strangling potion is one of a few kinds of throwing potions you can get in the game.
Oh, yeah.
Another is the exploding potion.
Yeah.
An enemy dropped a ring over there. You can wear rings and necklaces without many strings attached, and they just give you stat bonuses without any kind of requirement, except maybe level. So, they're great. You can have 2 rings and 1 necklace. We have just about finished this opening area, which will just leave the cave for us to go through and kill everything in it to complete the quest.
Yeah. Oh, I'm pimping now, motherfucker.
I assume that means you're wearing that ring we found.
I can't carry anymore.
Well, the good news is we're right by the entrance to town.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Since it's like right here, what the fuck? Oh look, there's guts.
Use these corpses to raise a couple skeletons, man. Alright, now let's finally head to the Den of Evil and clear that shit out.
Oh, okay, that's cool. Necromancy.
A popular subject among black metal bands.
Yeah. Obviously, Bathory's the prominent one.
I thought Venom had a song about it too.
Probably.
Celtic Frost had necromantical screams.
That's a badass title.
Evil dwells within this cave.
Quest log icon should have just popped up.
Yeah, like the thing probably didn't read it yet though. But I can assume that you have to kill all these things.
Yeah, the goal of this cave is just to kill everything within.
Oh, scroll of identity.
You will need those at least until we rescue Kang.
Fuck. right into that shit. I just realized my character kind of looks like Bruce Dickinson in a way.
It is fitting, then, that he can get a curse name called Iron Maiden.
Yeah, I know, right? Yes. Oh, there you are.
Yeah, I'm killing dudes right by the entrance.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Just what I need. I got a cracked sash now.
Belts are nice, they allow you to carry more potions.
Yeah, I have a superior sash equipped now. I'm still where you were fighting those other people earlier. Recruit boots. I guess I'm not really that good. Never mind. I don't know those. Defense plus what? Yeah, I don't want that. It's worthless. Yeah.
Follow me, dude.
And minor mana. My skeleton's gonna die.
So summon a new one.
I'm not some freaking elf from Lord of the Rings, do I? I don't look like an elf. Yeah, there. Alright. Yeah. Gold!
This over here is a shaman. He will resurrect fallen,
Alright, this stuff first.
which is annoying. You have to kill them first.
Yeah. Oh shit. So he's pretty much like a spawn point in a way.
Kind of. He's not spawning new ones, he's just resurrecting the ones you already killed.
Yeah, it reminds me of Gauntlet.
I'd call that a good thing. Gauntlet was fun.
Yeah, bitch. So much gore.
Necrolust!
Yeah, yeah, I guess so. Bitch. Oh, so many exploding potions. Cult, I don't know. Cult armor. That's so stupid. Damaged club, huh?
That's useless, and I gained another level.
What does my secondary? Yeah, secondary, because I need space. I want some exploding potion. Sell it, I guess.
Sell stuff when we return to town.
How long did you want this first video, by the way?
However long it takes to finish this quest. Although I don't usually like to make them more than about 20 minutes.
Oh, okay. Oh, motherfucker. Jeez. Oh, gosh.
Notice that that item is yellow. That means it is rare, which means it will have more magic properties than just a normal item.
Yeah.
We're just about done with this quest.
Oh, okay. I level up my character first. Let's see here. What should I do with my skill tree for this level?
This time I would recommend putting a skill in Skeleton Mastery.
Oh, okay, yeah. There we go. Oh,
Here's a wand for you, dude.
where's that at? Oh, there it is. Oh, there's a bow. Short bow.
Is it magic?
Let's see. I don't think so. Looks pretty normal to me.
Then it's worthless. Toss it. Not even worth keeping to sell.
What's up there? Here it is. I put my secondary. I don't need that fucking. I don't need a damage club. That's stupid. I can't even use it anyway. Never mind.
Yeah, you probably just don't have enough dexterity to use it. One monster left. Are you kidding me? I hate when I have to hunt down one monster in this big cave.
Trying to organize my stuff. How much is this thing worth anyway? This bow.
Almost nothing.
I just like, yeah, I'll just leave it. Just gotta find you now. Oh yeah, not too far away from me. Just gotta. Okay, I got a better wand now. That's good.
Let's find that last monster and finish this quest.
Damage dagger. No, that's stupid.
Yeah, damage dagger isn't going to be worth anything either.
Which is always good to have. Yeah.
There he is, dead and
There we
done.
go.
My duty here is done.
Turn to car.
You have cleansed the den of evil. You've earned my trust, and may yet restore my faith in humanity. Your reward is training in the skill of your choice.
As a reward, we get a free skill point.
That's always good to have. I need to do that now. Alright.
Thank you for watching the first episode of Let's Play Diablo. Please like, comment, subscribe down below. It would be greatly appreciated, and we will talk to you guys next time. Bye, everybody.
Bye.